Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Quita from AtHomeWithQuita, and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 ways that you can plan if you are an on-the-go person. There's some of you who are just jet setting here and doing this there, and maybe you work on the go and your life is just a constant ripping and running and you still want to plan. And so I'm going to share with you some tips that may help. So let's get into it. So, the first thing that you're going to need if you want to become an on-the-go planner is a planner, and you'll want to make sure that you choose something that is portable in size. So that way it's going to be easy for you to travel around with because you can literally just stick it in your purse or a bag, and it's going to make your life easier to not have to fumble around with such a huge planner. So you're going to need to find yourself a portable planner. And so this is my business and social media planner. The cover is from Notique. It is in mini size, so I have this as an option. A mini does also come with just a laminated cover in most cases, so you could literally just use it like that, but I love adding this cover just to be able to have a little bit more protection. I also love this Kate Spade cover that I had used some time ago. It is also a mini size. It's not specifically made for mini size, but you can hack it and still be able to fit your mini size within this planner cover. It has a little side pocket, a pin loop, and then some card slots here, a little space here for money if you want to use it as a wallet, and also on this side here as well. So this is a great planner cover for portability, but I would stick with those smaller sizes when it comes to making sure that you have something that's small enough to be able to plan and easily plan it and still stick in your bag, but also to have enough space to write in. Mini is a great size for that. I also love this B6 notebook that I got off of Amazon. It is so pretty and the leather is so soft. You can fit a planner in here, but it's gonna have to be super thin. It does come with this notebook here, and it has grid paper, so you could use this. This is a great option. Also has a pin loop there, and it has these page markers to be able to mark where you're at. So this would be a great option for an on-the-go planner. Again, it's just like your simple notebook, but because of the size of it, it does have a lot more space to write. So I also use this planner here, which is my on-the-go purse planner. This is in personal size, and this still gives you lots of space to write, but it also gives you that portability factor, which is what we're looking for when planning on the go. It's got some space for pins here. It's also got some little slots and things over here for you to stick your little knickknacks in. So this is a great on-the-go planner. So basically what we're looking for is something small enough for us to be able to write in, but then also to have that portability factor. I also love a good traveler's notebook. So this is a traveler's notebook I had used in the past, and it was a traveler's notebook that I used for our trip to Portugal. So I just had decorated it, and I was planning on writing in lots of memories here, but I actually went a whole different direction. But traveler's notebooks are great, and what you'll do with those is you'll literally just stick in some notebooks via this little elastic band there. So I have 3 of them in here. And so you could do one for different aspects of your life and easily drop it in your purse or bag and be able to plan on the go. So traveler's notebooks are great for that. If you want something really small, you literally just need something simple. A micro notes is a great option for you. This cover I got off of Amazon, and I'll link everything below just in case you're interested. And then I have a little small micros notebook in here rather, with some tabs at the top to split some things out. I happen to have semi-small handwriting, so this does work for me. It wouldn't work for me as a full planner, but if I was on the go, I would definitely want something really small and portable to take notes and also to plan in. I don't think I could use this as a planner, but I would definitely toss it in my bag and use it to take some notes on the go. It is also a traveler's notebook, meaning it has these little elastic bands here, but you can hack it and fit your micro notebook in there as well, along with a pin loop, which you can attach. So this is a great option for you, especially if you want something super cute and dainty. As you can see, it's super cute and just very portable, and it's a lot lot smaller than even personal size, which I consider to be kind of small. It's a lot smaller than that. So just to give you a little bit of scale. This is also a great option. This is skinny classic size. So classic size is probably double this in terms of width. And so if you still want the portability, but you do need a little bit more space than some of the options I showed you, this is a great one for you. It's going to give you a great size to still be able to toss it in your bag. It is a little bit bigger than the options I showed you before, but I still think it's a great option, and it'll give you a lot more space than what I showed you previously. So skinny classic is a great option for you to be able to still have a ton of space and track all of the things you want to track. If you're starting to get really serious about planning, but you can't carry and lug around a super huge planner, this is going to be a great option for you. And it still gives you that portability factor. This is also a great option. This is skinny classic. So this is half of a mini size planner. So I showed you guys my mini. So that's mini. This is half of this planner. So this is called Skinny Mini. This is also a great option. I love this case. I'll link it below. I do have two. I have this one, and then I have this one in gray. They're two different brands, but I did a video on my channel, which I'll try to remember to link, where I showed you guys how I set this up. I keep cash envelopes in this from our shop, and so I keep that there. And then this was just a planner that I was using for on-the-go planning. I loved it because it's got a little wallet here as well, so you could easily just tuck your cards in and such, and it's just the perfect size again to be able to throw in your bag, because that's what we need in this case. The spreads here are a little bit tight, but again, you may not have that much planning that you need to do, so you may be able to work with this size. And it also has a pin loop there. I love splitting things out by subject, so that's just something that works for me. But again, we're talking about portability, and this is a great size to just be able to toss in your bag and plan on the go. And last but not least, you can always just take a simple notebook, guys, and plan the way you need to plan within that notebook. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be a planner. It can literally just be a notebook. Take your notes and write your plans in while you're on the go, and this will work just fine as well. So there are just some options I wanted to show you guys, just so you can kind of get a sense of what may work for you. So I gave you quite a few options, and you can just choose what you think works best and build up to that next level if you start out at one spot, but then you realize that you need a little bit more. So the first thing is you want to choose a planner that's going to give you that portability factor. You're going to need to be able to easily grab that planner, stick it in your bag, and head on out the door. The next tip is to write everything down. Okay, so just because you're an on-the-go planner doesn't mean that you don't have to track those important things. So get into the habit of writing everything down. If you use more than one planner, which maybe starting out you definitely wouldn't want to do, but you may work your way up to that. You may feel that you need different planners for different things, and that is a-okay. That's totally up to you, and you'll figure that out as time goes along. But write everything down in your main planner, and for the things that you know you'll be out of the house for, write it down in your portable planner. So if you have a planner that stays at home, like I have a catch-all planner, and this planner pretty much stays at home. It depends on how much you travel. If you're a person that travels quite a bit, you may not want to have a main and then a portable planner. You may just only want to have a portable planner. But if you want to have multiple planners and you want to keep one at home and then you want to take one on the go with you, then you can do that. That's a great option for you. So if you do plan on doing it that way, you can go ahead and write everything down in your main planner, and those things that pertain to being out and about can be written in your portable planner. So things like appointments, events, parties, things to buy, etc. All of those things I would write in a portable planner. But for me, my scenario is different. We're only talking to those of you who may travel quite a bit and you still want to plan, or you're just a constant on-the-go person. You definitely want to just kind of take some of these tips and see where you can apply them that may help. For me, I don't go out that much. I don't travel a lot. And so this system that I have in place for me works for me. But again, we're talking specifically to those of you who are out and about a lot and who are traveling a lot and just may not be home as much as others. And when you're out and about, make sure you still write everything down. So in my purse planner, for instance, because that's probably what I should show you for reference, because these are my home planners, one for business and one for home. But my purse planner is where I write those on-the-go things. And this does stay in my purse, whereas for you, yours wouldn't be in your purse as often. But I have calendar, trackers, list, to go, brain dump, inbox. So my calendar is here, and then I also use some of the other sections for other things. And so again, for you, it's gonna look a little bit different because this is kind of gonna be your main planner again, depending on how much you travel. So don't just keep it in your purse to collect the crumbs, take it out and use it. And so if you have something that comes up while you're out and about, whether it be scheduling an appointment or you meet someone in the grocery store and you want to collect their information, or you saw a friend at a restaurant and she reminded you of an event that you have going on, write that all down in your planner. Even if you remembered something that you need to pick up from the grocery store, all of that stuff is going to go in this planner. This is going to be your planner that you want to use to make sure that you track everything that you need to track and stay on top of all of the things. So to plan for everything on the go, you need to make it a habit to write things down. Keep this planner with you at all times. Write down ideas that come to mind, lists of things you want to do, interesting things that you see. Don't ignore your ideas. Make them tangible and you'll start to see a more productive you. Writing things down on paper helps your memory and allows you to be creative with your lists. So there are so many apps that you can use out there, but you can't put your stickers on it. Remember that. We can put stickers on these if you decide to get into that aspect of things. So I think it's important to have an organized planner to write all of these things down. So try developing some sort of planner system that has sections for you to write things in, your to-do list, your ideas, your bills to pay, appointments, and all of those things. You have to write all of that stuff down in order to really get on track with all of your goals. So that's the second tip, is to make sure that you're writing it all down. Every single thing that you can think of. This is your planner. No one's going to see it but you. So get it out of your head and onto paper. The next tip, and that's pretty self-explanatory, is to use it, right? In order for you to see progress and to get accomplished all of the things, you have to use it. So as you guys can see in my planner, this is the upcoming week, I use my planner every single day. I write every single thing down. So similar to what I said earlier, if you don't bring out your planner, it's not going to be useful to you. You need to take your planner out and take it with you and to add new tasks and make notes in it. And don't be afraid to get it dirty, okay? Don't be shy about busting out your planner and writing things down when you're out. Don't be embarrassed about it. This is going to help you to be more productive. So it's not about a situation where you feel like, everybody's looking at you because you're planning. And of course, we've got all the stickers and all of that stuff, so that draws even more attention to us. But don't be afraid to bring that planner out and plan on the go. You have to use it in order for it to be beneficial for you. So just remember that if you want to remember things, you have to write it in your planner. And then once you write it in your planner, in order to get the things done that you want to get done, you actually have to use it. So pull it on out of your purse and sit at the table wherever you are and use that planner. The next thing that I feel like you should definitely invest in if you're an on-the-go planner is some sort of tote bag. So I happen to love my tote bag that I got from Amazon. And then there's a couple of other options that I can show you, and I'll show you how the planners would fit in that bag. So this is the planner tote that I use on a daily basis to work downstairs in the basement, and then I bring this upstairs to my bedroom, and that way I can plan on the go. And I just like having this with me because it contains everything that I use. And so I've got stickers in there. I've got all tons of stuff in there. But in terms of my planner fits in here quite nicely. So again, this is my catch-all planner, and I keep it tucked right here in this back slot of my planner bag. And so I'll show you kind of how that looks. And I also put inside of this bag my mini planner. So both of them fit perfectly, in addition to all of the other items that I have. So I also tuck this planner right next to it. So I have both my business and personal catch-all planners right with me wherever I go at home. So this is how that looks for me. I can easily reach in here and pull out this planner when I'm working out of that planner. I can pull out this planner when I'm working out of that planner. I still am able to fit all this other stuff in here as well, which are all essentials. And of course, if you're on the go, you're not gonna carry around this big old bag. You just literally need, if you choose this bag, the bag and your planners, either one planner, two planners, whatever you decide. I would definitely stick with one, especially because it's going to make it easier for you to be able to plan because you're not planning out of so many planners. Again, we talked about portability, so you don't want to be doing too much. So this bag is a great option, especially if you need to add some additional things. Maybe you want to put some other things in here besides your planner. this is a good option for that. I also have a couple of other options I can share with you. So this option is an Erin Condren tote bag. It's so cute. It's gray. The handles are very short, so it's easy to carry like this if you choose to, or you could use the strap and carry the strap. They have interchangeable straps, meaning that if you don't like this one, you can take this off and buy a different strap. So she's got a ton of options. This is Erin Condren. I also have this Erin Condren bag, which I love. This is smaller than the one that I just showed you. Same thing applies with the straps. If you don't like this, you can try a different option. This is super perfect for the smaller size planners that I mentioned to you, including the personal size. So this is personal size, and it can fit right on in this bag, and there's still some other slots in here that you can fit some other things in as well. So it's not just all about your planner. And so this is a great option as well for you to really be portable because of the size of it. The other one is great as well, and it could fit, of course, this planner, but it could also fit one of the larger size planners. It could also fit classic size or some of your bigger size, I think even letter. But if you, again, we're talking portability. So this is Skinny Classic, and so this is kind of how it would fit in here. It still fits great. You can still close it up, and you can have a little bit more space to write in your planner because of the size of that planner. And again, I love the straps. So that makes it to where you can just kind of toss it over your shoulders. You can do it crossbody, and it, especially if it has a lot in it, you're probably gonna wanna do it crossbody. And so this is a great option in addition to this. And this one's just a little bit larger than this one is, but both great options from Erin Condren. The next tip is to check your planner a lot. Even if you're out and about, remember, you are out and about. That's why we're making this video for you, because you are an on-the-go person, but that doesn't mean that you can neglect her and not check her a lot. You still need to check in with your planner to make sure that you're on task and completing all the things that you've written in. And this is going to help to remind you of important things for the coming day or week, appointments, meetings, bills that are due. So check it daily. And so this is my business and social media planner. I come here on a day-to-day basis. Today is Monday, so I'll come and I'll check in and I'll see exactly what I have to do. I do also like to be prepared the day before, so I'll check the day before just to see what I have coming up. So I am constantly in this planner to check and make sure that I am keeping up with all of the things. Same with my catch-all planner. I open it up on a day-to-day basis, and again at night I do a quick check, and I come and I check and I see exactly all of the things that I want to get done for that week. So I'll check for that day, and then I'll look at my priorities and see if I've completed any of those or what days I actually want to do those tasks. Then I have regular to-do tasks, things I want to buy, and then my meal plan and all of that good stuff. So everything's pretty much structured the same way. I also look at my meal plan for the week, see if there's any prep work I need to do. I'm checking in with my to-do list. I do also have a tracker that I keep pinned in here to check that off. So I'm just constantly in this planner on a day-by-day basis and pretty much hourly basis to check in and look at the tasks I want to make sure that I get done. And also don't forget to check your monthly to look at the overview of all of the things, because you kind of want to see what's coming up as well. So you don't just want to check in with that week, you want to check in with the whole entire month. And this is going to make you aware of any deadlines so that you can be sure to get those things done before they're due. You're less likely to forget things when you review them at the beginning of your day and multiple times during that day. There's always little things that are going to slip through the cracks, especially if you are not checking in with your planner. And even then, after all you've done all that, there are still things that are going to slip through the cracks, and that is okay. So those are all of the ways that you can plan and make sure that you stay on top of the things that you need to get done if you are an on-the-go planner. So remember, we first talked about portability. You want to make sure you have a small, somewhat small portable planner that you can easily toss in a bag and take with you on the go, because if you don't have a place to carry it, then you're not going to take it with you, of course. And so then you're not going to be able to write anything down in it, which was the second thing we talked about. We also talked about having a great tote bag and how that helps with being able to carry the planners that you decide to use, and how you do need to use the planner that you purchased Otherwise, it's not going to be able to benefit you. And then lastly, to make sure that you're reviewing it throughout the day and on a monthly basis so that you can make sure that you can plan ahead for any things that are upcoming, and just so you can stay on top of all of the tasks you want to complete. So that is it. Those are my 5 tips for planning if you are an on-the-go planner. I know there are some of you who just are hardly ever home. I'm not sure about now because of what's going on with the pandemic. So most of you probably are home a little bit more than usual, but some of you are still out. You may travel for your job, or you just may be that type of person that likes to stay out and about, and you've got a ton of things to do outside the house. So hopefully those tips have helped you to be able to make sure you're planning effectively while on the go. So thank you guys so much for joining me today for this video. I hope it helped you in some way. You got a little inspiration, which means you'll give me a thumbs up on this video. You'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're new here, and you'll come back and catch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.